Hey, it's Mo9. Girl, we're finally doing a pre-recorded. I finally have space on my phone. Today, we're going in deep. We are asking, how are you in alignment with your assignment? So, how are you in alignment with the things in your life purpose, why you're here? So, we've got 3 choices today. This is the first pile. Pile number 2. And then pile number 3. Go ahead and pick whichever pile you are drawn to. We're just going to go right into it. Hey, pile 1. So, January, I don't know where to look. I'm going to look here. January 16th is important. Also, the year 1984 is important. Either like the book or just the thing. Let's get into it. Let's talk about your purpose, how you align with it now, and how you will align with it in the future. Purpose. Aw, you're so cute. You've got the Knight of Cups and the Two of Cups. You are meant to inspire people and bring them together. There you go. That is a really cute purpose. You're meant to inspire people. Sometimes you inspire them romantically when you're not even trying. But, oh well, you're meant to inspire people, to get people talking, to get people to communicate. It doesn't necessarily even have to be with you. They just need to be able to communicate. Sorry, I was checking my calendar. I'm like, is this the right month? We're going into August, y'all. But whenever you're watching this, no. You inspire others and you help them to communicate about the things that they love instead of talking about the shit that they hate. You bring people together to talk about healing and growth. Yeah. People celebrate. People celebrate. People create safe spaces. They celebrate, they create safety, they create joy when they are in communion with you. So how are you aligning with this now? You got the Page of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. You're experiencing hardship. You're experiencing hardship. And you're not allowing what you're experiencing to deter you from what you want to do. You may have to move on from ooh. Queen of Cups, Two of Pentacles, the Sun card, and the Nine of Swords. You gotta get out of spaces. You cannot thrive in spaces that don't allow you to express who you are emotionally and don't see it as a gift. If people see emotions as weakness, if they see you going through hardship as a weakness, they suck and they will not help you grow. You have a lot going on, and you have a lot going on in order to remove yourself from emotionally stressful people. But guess what? there's someone that's emotionally draining in your life. There's probably several people who are emotionally draining in your life, and that's because they want to siphon that happiness because they know that you bring joy to spaces and you get people talking about really great things and you get people joyful and happy. Um just know that if you remove yourself from these things or move on or move into a next space, um that there is joy on the other side of that. Just because it is the unknown does not mean that there is not joy available to you in new spaces. Obviously, always be safe. Know your red flags, but know your green flags too. What's like a healthy, safe space for you and what you need. It's important for you to be in spaces, like physical spaces, that allow you to express yourself freely, especially when it comes to emotions and emotional growth. Um, and anybody that comes for that, any hater that comes for that, they see that in you and they really want to cipher off of it or even mimic it. So, with that said, in the future, Seven of Cups, King of Swords, the Emperor, Two of Wands, and the Chariot. In the future, when it comes to dealing with this divine purpose of yours, you're gonna be able to just cut out the fake and phonies. You're just gonna be like, I'm done with you, thanks. Because you've come up with strategies over time to know how to deal with them and still stay focused on what you're trying to build. And I've, with this Emperor and this Two of Wands, make sure that your strategies of growth are future focused. Like, I just saw this woman talking about how some indigenous cultures that were the indigenous to the Americas would think about, have their actions. It's like, I'm thinking about this generation and the next 7 generations after me. So it's like, right now it's like, yes, this, but also like future purpose, future generations, what is going to happen beyond my action, how are my actions going to affect people, the next generation of people. Because because you don't want these people to affect you, but you don't want them to also affect others. So how you maneuver around these people really sets the example. So you'll be able to see through false people and still keep your purpose for inspiring others. Thank you. This one's a short one. I hope this was helpful. You guys already know what to do. Hit that description box. And I will see y'all in the next one. Peace. Pile 2, do you read a lot of Bible verses? Are you like a Bible girl? What is this passage of 2:16? Only you would know that. Bible girls. For the Bible girls. Da-da-da-da-da, for the Bible girls. If you're a Psalms baddie, I'm scared of you. Let's talk about your life purpose, how you're in alignment with it now, and how you will be in the future. I don't fuck with the Psalms girls. Y'all be with the Psalms girl. Or the, like, whatever your gender is. Sorry, y'all. I know I always do that. It's just, I'm copying Funky Dineva because I enjoy his videos. All right, let's go. This came out a little So, ooh, you are a Psalms girl. So you got the Page of Swords and the Five of Wands. You're the battle baddie. You're like a battle-y. You hit the Bible. Da-na-na-na-na, da-na, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. So, you're here to battle. All my life I had to fight. Probably. You're here for the battle, though. You're the warrior girls. Because you got to create new paths. The old way. I mean, the old way is save it for the ball. Save old way for the ball. Because no, absolutely not. If things, you're not afraid of a challenge, you're not afraid of a battle, and you shouldn't be, because your life purpose is to create change and to combat falsehoods. Create change, combat falsehoods. How are you in line with that now? Your blood clad in line with it. Your ancestors love it. You're right there. You're right there in it. Some of y'all are like, it doesn't feel like it. That's because you're a battle. Like, that's the part. Obviously, make time for peace. Obviously, make time for peace within yourself. But you're here to combat falsehoods. Yeah, it's ancestral. It's ancestral. I don't know what else to tell you. This is very cut and dry. This is very cut and dry. How you like it. I love that too about people who subscribe to this channel. Is like, especially if you got a lot of air in your chart, you see my air sign readings. It's just like, boop, 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 boop. This is the information. This is it. Did you need anything else? Okay. Here it is as well. Thank you. There it goes as well. Thank you. You've been given the information. So how you will align with this in the future is the Knight of Pentacles. Definitely strength, of course. Ten of Swords. Five of Swords. All my life I had to fight the devil. And the Page of Cups. Oh my gosh. Are you somebody who, like, your ancestors are like the prayer warriors? Y'all are prayer warriors too. I'm not gonna lie. So here's what's up. If I'm out, you're killing it. Literally. Maybe not literally. Don't literally kill anything, please. But in the future, you'll be able to be more direct with your execution. When you see it, like your skills are going to improve in such a way that you will be able to handle further battles. You're getting stronger. The thing is, if you constantly keep yourself in a state of battle, you won't be able to accomplish regular things. So yes, part of your purpose is the battle, but there needs to be a balance of like rejuvenation, spaces that rejuvenate you. People who are going through the same thing really would help. Spaces with other prayer warriors, understanding that you're gonna run into different levels of different devils, you know, like. So the battle rages on, but you are strong and you will get on. But not every, you're also going to learn that not every devil, demon, or negative entity energy is dealt with the same way. So you're going to deal with things according to how they need to be dealt with. You know, instead of finding, you know, you're going to realize there's different ways to deal with different aspects of negativity in your battle. Yeah, you're going to come up with different practices and different prayers for dealing with different things. So get your knowledge up, find spaces where you are admired and people do similar things. But also keep in mind your warrior status. Thanks for watching, y'all. You already know what it is. Hit that description box, like, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace. Hey, pile 3. If you were like, man, am I gonna choose between pile 2 or pile 3? Go to pile 2. If you weren't, just don't worry about it. Let's talk about it. We're gonna get into the divine purpose, where you are with it now, and where you will be with it in the future. Darling, let's get into it, darling. The Hierophant. So, okay, real talk, have you had family members with quote-unquote schizophrenia or mental illness, or I've had friends where their siblings or cousins like could read auras, but everybody thought they were crazy, so they just ended up on a bunch of pills in a psych ward. You know, like stuff like that may happen a lot with your family, but it's like, y'all just be knowing. So with the Hierophant, it's important to know that you could easily get a God complex and start pooping on everybody. So it's important to make sure that you understand that you're not the only person that can communicate with the divine. Other people can too, and they will in their own way. So just do you. Yup, you're a channeler. Channels. YouTube has channels, but so does the universe. And you could pick up on them wavelengths. All a few billion planets, all wavelengths that are here. I just found out recently, you know that woman, there's this woman that does her makeup and does facts, random facts, and then at the end of the video she goes, that lady. She just did this thing where she was like, there are things that the brain cannot perceive that we don't actually see physically, but it's there. And I'm like, ooh, that's channeling. That's how channeling works. Because you could pick up the things that your eyes cannot see. One can pick up the things that her eyes cannot see. So you're in there, like, and how you're aligning with this now, you're not. Oh, it's really fucking you up. You're not ready. So I was just seeing if this was you being way too authoritative. But no, this shit eating you up. It's eating you down. And it's stressing you out. So it's important to... Ooh, I don't know. I don't know if you were ready for that. It's time to tap in, but protect yourself. You have everything you need right now to really attune and align and structure these abilities. But you're not gonna do it in like the traditional ways. There is no traditional way. So, what's really important is to have protective practices. A lot of like sound practices is really gonna help you right now. This could be, hold up. Even if it's you releasing sound, like whatever you gotta do, sis. Belt, banshee, because when your purpose is your purpose, it's time to really pay attention to your faith system. Your faith system is really what's messing you up right now with this. You may have had one set of beliefs that you were very strict to, and now it's like I have been given evidence of other things, and it's time to really align with that. Get your tourmaline up, get into it, really like research, find out what practice is best for you. It seems like you already have a set of practices, but what is it about these current ones? Yeah, with the Knight of Wands, there needs to just be some exploration of other practices that can help you. This is what's best for you in your timeline, like with your schedule, with your life, how it is. You need to be able to find it. I'm not going to give you a list, but what does come up a lot is sound, things that involve sound. More than anything, either the release of it or the sitting in a certain kind of sound. Do your research. That's to you. So how you'll align with this in the future, it's always going to be a battle. It's always going to be a battle, because you may have been raised in one belief, you may have been raised one way, and you're like coming to terms with a new way. You may, the Hierophant again, you really want to live a old regular life. You want to be the most regular. Not saying like boring, or you just want to like not have to deal with being so aligned. Sometimes it's a hardship. Sometimes you're like, I don't know if I can trust this. Sometimes you're like, people are going to try to overpower me, or my practices, or what I'm experiencing, or what I'm seeing are these demonic, I guess, for lack of a better word, super evil. Is this gonna consume me? And there just needs to be a new thought process about authority, your own power. That's where the trigger is. Do I have the authority? Does anybody else? What is my authority? Who am I in this? How well can I progress? Lots of Venus energy. The truth is, yes, you are still learning, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with being in a learning stage. As long as you're educating yourself and aligning your practices with the pursuit of knowledge versus the pursuit of power. And then you know who you are in the space. That's me, girl. I'm out. Thank you for watching. You already know what it is. Hit that description box, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.